Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we will be taking a look at the Jawbone Jambox, so stay tuned. You know, I've been just itching to buy this speaker for quite a few months, and I've been waiting and waiting for this thing to go on sale, and it finally did. This thing usually costs between $179 and $199. Very expensive little 6-inch long box, and it finally went on sale. I was at Target last week and they had it for $129. So, you know, probably Jawbone is going to come out with another version of this maybe, or their next model, and they're starting to reduce the price of these, so keep an eye out. I don't think Target still has this on sale, but I'm sure there will be other sales out there. They'll probably have a new model out for probably the Christmas holiday. So anyway, usually when I go to big box stores, they have, you know, all these Bluetooth speakers all laid out in front of you and you can listen to them, and every time I go through them all, and this guy always sounds the best to me. But I know a lot of people will probably feel differently, but to me, this sounds differently, and it's the one that I like. And the reason why is when you're sort of in front of it and you play the little demo, it has this spatial anomaly going on where you could hear sounds off way out there, and it's hard to believe it's coming out of this speaker. And that's because of a special feature that this has called live audio. And we'll talk about that in a moment. Now, recently, I don't feel this is the best Bluetooth speaker anymore, because like around the last month, Bose came out with one, and that's small like this. And let me see, I think it's called the Bose SoundLink Mini. And when I hit that one and I listened to it, the bass is phenomenal out of that little thing. But that thing is still between $179 and $200. It just came out. You're probably not going to find a deal on that. But that is, I think I can honestly say at this point, after trying them all out, that is beyond a doubt the best little guy. But this is like now the second best, and it used to be my favorite. So I had to get it. So let's go ahead and take a close look and see what we get, and then we'll try it out. So we get a lot of stuff for our money, besides the really cool packaging, and it is really nice. You get a case. It actually folds up nice and small, and you can see, open it up. It's sort of a felt, and it's definitely a dust collector, and you just slide this thing in there. And it's a little hard to get in there. It's very, very tight. And it's held, little magnets on here, and a little magnet sort of hold it. It's a reasonably good little case. I like it. And I'm sure it'll loosen up once you put this in the case a few times. You also get a USB cable, and you use this to connect to the charger right here to charge it up. Or you could also use this as a data cable, plug it into your computer's USB port, and install some software, and you go to a website and you could download some really cool audio effects and apps for this thing. So it's pretty cool. And of course, here's the charger. It's a very nice charger, by the way. Folds out. Appears to be very well built, put together. It says Jawbone on it. Oh, there's the USB port. And you get a 3.5-inch stereo headphone cable. Has the pins on each side right there, as you can see. And it's flat, so it really folds up or rolls up really nice and small. And then you get this 3/4 pound brick. And it's a brick. You know, it feels of quality because it weighs a lot. That's sort of, you know, how I sort of feel about it. You know, you could get those cheap $20 imitation ones that they sort of make look like the Jambox, and they're light and they don't feel right. And there's some reasons why this weighs quite a bit, and I'll talk about that here in a second. Has like a rubberized top, rubberized bottom. Then you have this metal grill that goes all the way around with a nice diamond kind of pattern in it. You can, if I get the lights just right, there is a speaker under there, and there's a speaker under there. There's a microphone right there. You can actually, once you link this via Bluetooth to your cell phone, it can act as a speakerphone, which is a nice plus. The Bose, by the way, can't do that. Now, all the business stuff is on this side and the top. You have the USB plug right there where you plug in that micro USB plug, and here you have where you put the 3.5-inch headphone jack, and this is a multifunction switch where you put it halfway up and it just turns it on. If you push it all the way up, it's sort of spring loaded and then it pops back down. That puts it into like a Bluetooth discovery mode where you use it to pair with like your cell phone or something like that. On the top, you have a button here. This button is also sort of multifunction, but generally it's like once you have it linked with your cell phone, you can answer a call. It's like a call button, and it'll also, with certain apps on your cell phone, it can tell you the battery, how high the battery is and what time it is. And then you have your volume up, volume down. And also, if you hold these two buttons, it does that live audio thing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. That sounds pretty cool. And I'm going to get my cell phone. And it's already done the little Bluetooth thing. Now, I went ahead and put some free use music that I got from YouTube. You know, YouTube, the video editing software that's built in, now they're making available songs for free use, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to use these songs, a couple of tracks that I sort of picked out, to demonstrate the sound. Now, I think I have my live audio on, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off.
Live audio off.
And this is going to make it kind of louder, because when you have that live audio, that gives you that spatial anomaly kind of thing. It's like a simulated stereo. It does reduce the amount of volume. So by turning that off, I could really crank it up even higher. Funny thing is that it's actually shaking the water off the speaker. But it really is an amazing sound out of this thing. I'm going to go ahead and put that audio spatial thing on again.
Live audio on.
And I can't demonstrate this, but some of the instruments sound like they're coming from someplace other than this speaker, which is really weird. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn the live audio off.
Live audio off.
Then we'll crank it up. Okay, this thing is it's just incredible. I kept on playing the music because it just sounds had to turn my mic around. It just sounds so freaking good. It is pretty amazing. Now, just to show you that there's an app. I gotta find that app now. Let's see. I was not prepared. Here it is. There's a Jawbone app, and I can control it. Like, I can go ahead and hit this and
Live audio on.
And turn that live audio
off.
And I could have it where it does just the battery level, current time, or current time and battery level when I press the button.
The time is 7:02, and your battery is about full.
And by the way, I'm glad it mentioned battery, because the battery life is phenomenal too. It's about 8 to 10 hours. So really, really neat. Now, like I said, you can add other types of voice prompts to that. You could add like...
Download this audio app and become part of the family. You'll hear things like, battery's about half full. I'm a full kind of guy, you know. And cool.
Okay, so you can see that you could add all these really slick and different languages. Really cool. And it also has like this clear sound function that you can it sort of limits the volume so things don't get distorted if you sort of over amplify this thing or get the volume too high. But again, I believe, in my opinion, this is the second best out there, and it's right now for $129. It's the best for your money. This is the highest value Bluetooth speaker and speakerphone that you can get for your money if you catch this thing on sale, which it should be here and there as we approach the holiday season. This really has amazing sound, only second to the Bose speaker, which costs more. Especially if you could get this for $129. As a matter of fact, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 if you could get this for around the $129 price tag. If you get it from $179 to $199, which is the normal cost of it, then it only gets an 8 out of 10. And I had to figure out what made this speaker so amazing. You know, how does this little thing sound so amazing? And what I found out was that the material, that the structure of this thing underneath the rubber and the metal mesh here is a polycarbonate that is infused with a lot of glass, which makes it like a rigid kind of structure that resonates that sound, because it only has, you know, 2 little speakers, which are, they got to be really good speakers. So that's how it gets a lot of that just amazing sound. You know, because, like, you know, big speakers for stereos, they're made out of a certain material that enhances that sound. Now, to get the bass out of this thing, and we got to keep in mind they're doing it all in this tiny little space. What they did was they put the battery right here. It's sort of standing up behind or inside a square hole that's in here, and it's a passive reflex kind of thing going on that it actually moves with the bass and pushes air, which is low frequency sound, out the back. And so the battery does 2 things. It helps with the bass, and it powers the thing for 8 to 10 hours. So it's an amazing amount of technology, you know, Bluetooth and all the fancy things that you could do with it, and amazing sound all packed into this little box. And if you get it for $129, if you're looking for a Bluetooth speaker, I'm telling you, I don't think you'll be disappointed with the Jawbone Jambox. I know I'm not. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and you. And I hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.